Hello students, welcome back to social studies class. We have already learned about the Mughal Empire. We studied that how Babur came to India, how he captured Delhi and Agra, and how he established the Mughal Empire. We have learned about Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir. Okay, we have also learnt about the Sher Shah Suri. Okay, we have learnt about the Sur Sultanate, which had ruled, for 15 years, right? So we are going to study about Shah Jahan. Okay, after Jahangir, Shah Jahan ascended the throne. Okay, so we are going to study about Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. After Jahangir, the next ruler was Shah Jahan. After a brief struggle for power, Prince Khurram ascended the throne at Agra in 1628 as Shah Jahan. Okay, after short period of struggle, Prince Khurram ascended the throne at Agra in 1628 as he took the title Shah Jahan. Okay, Prince Khurram took the title Shah Jahan, which means king of world. Okay, king of world. Shah Jahan suppressed many rebellions. Shah Jahan also suppressed many rebellions. Many attackers and competitors were suppressed by Shah Jahan. However, he failed to recover Kandahar from Persian. Okay, the Kandahar which was lost, he was not able to recover. Shah Jahan conquered Ahmednagar and Bijapur and Golconda. Shah Jahan ruled Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Golconda. Golconda accepted his overlordship. Okay, Golconda accepted the overlordship, means the supremacy of Shah Jahan. Okay, they accepted the power of Shah Jahan. Occasional conflicts, however, broke out between Mughals and these Deccan kingdoms. Okay, occasional conflicts. Conflicts means fights. Okay, conflict means fight. So, of occasional conflict means sometimes conflicts used to arise. However, between Mughals and the Deccan kingdoms. Some Maratha warriors like Shaji Bhosle entered the services of Deccan kingdoms. Some leaders and some warriors like Shaji Bhosle entered the services of Deccan kingdom and trained the group of Maratha soldiers to fight against Mughals. ओके, जो लीडर्स थे, जो वॉरियर्स थे, उनमें से जो शाहजी भोसले थे, उन लोगों ने डेक्कन किंगडम्स में एंटर करके वहाँ के ग्रुप्स को ट्रेन किया, वहाँ के सोल्जर्स को ट्रेन किया टू फाइट बैक अगेंस्ट मुगल्स. Okay, they trained Maratha soldiers to fight back against Mughals. Thus, the conflict between Mughals and the Deccan kingdoms developed into big conflicts between Mughals and Deccans developed into a long conflict between Mughals and Marathas. Okay. See, Deccan kingdoms were having problem, okay, were facing problem because of Mughals. Now Maratha leaders and Maratha soldiers were also trained to fight against Mughals. So what happened? Conflict was already there between Mughals and Deccan kingdoms, but it also developed the conflict between Mughals and Marathas. Okay. In 1657, Shah Jahan fell ill. 1657, Shah Jahan was not feeling well, and a fierce war of succession broke out. See, he was not feeling well means not normal fever or something was there. शाहजहां की तबीयत खराब हो रही थी and the fierce war of succession, okay, war of succession between the sons broke out among the sons Dara, Suja, Aurangzeb and Murad. They were having four sons which were fighting for the succession. Okay. Aurangzeb ruled from 1658 to 1707. Okay. Aurangzeb defeated the Ahoms in northeast in 1663, but they rebelled again in 1680. Campaigns in the northwest against the Yusufzai and Sikhs were temporarily successful. Mughals' intervention in succession and internal politics of Rathore Rajputs of Marwar led to their rebellion. Campaigns against the Maratha chief Shivaji was initially successful, but Aurangzeb insulted Shivaji, who escaped from Agra, declared himself an independent king and resumed his campaigns against the Mughals. Prince Akbar rebelled against Aurangzeb and received the support from Marathas and the Deccan kingdoms. He finally fled to Safavid, Iran. Aurangzeb imprisoned Shah Jahan. ओके, औरंगज़ेब ने शाहजहां को बंदी बना लिया, जेल में डाल दिया in Agra fort and ascended the throne in 1658. Okay, Shah Jahan was not well, so all the four sons of Shah Jahan were having war for succession, were fighting for succession. Okay, the four sons were Dara, Suja, Aurangzeb and Murad. In that, Aurangzeb killed his three brothers. Okay, औरंगज़ेब ने दारा, सूजा और मुराद को मार दिया और खुद थ्रोन खुद ले लिया. ओके, he ascended the throne. He imprisoned the Shah Jahan in the Agra fort. आगरा फोर्ट में शाहजहां को बंदी बना लिया and he ascended the throne in 1658. He took the title Alamgir. He took the title Alamgir. Alamgir means conqueror of the world. Okay, पूरी दुनिया का conqueror. By 1660, he got his brothers Dara and Murad killed, and Sahuja was driven out of India by Aurangzeb's general died soon after. Okay, so by 1660, he got his brothers Dara and Murad killed, and Sahuja, who was driven out, was also killed. Okay, so Aurangzeb killed his three brothers. Under Aurangzeb, the Mughal Empire reached its greatest territorial extent but also faced many problems. Under Aurangzeb, the Mughal Empire reached its greatest territorial extent but also faced many problems. Aurangzeb increased taxes payable by the non-Muslims and permitted the destruction of temples. Okay, so after he made his brothers killed, Aurangzeb also achieved many things. Okay, his territorial extent was at the peak. ठीक है, Aurangzeb's empire, okay, the Mughal Empire reached its greatest territorial extent but faced many problems. Aurangzeb increased the taxes payable by non-Muslim. जो मुस्लिम नहीं थे उनके राज्य में, उन्हें उनके लिए टैक्स बढ़ा दिया गया. एंड परमिटेड द डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ टेम्पल्स, और टेम्पल्स को तोड़ने की परमिशन दी सबको. एंड परमिटेड डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ टेम्पल्स. ही ऑल्सो हैड द सिख लीडर गुरु तेग बहादुर एग्जीक्यूटेड, और सिख कम्युनिटी के जो गुरु थे, लीडर थे, ही हैड ऑल्सो गुरु तेग बहादुर को भी मरवाया. ओके, ही पनिश्ड एंड किल्ड गुरु तेग बहादुर. मेजर्स लाइक दिस, ऐसी सारी चीज़ें करने के वजह से दूसरे जो जनरल सब्जेक्ट्स थे वो उनको गुस्सा आया. ओके, मेजर्स लाइक दिस एंगर्ड हिज सब्जेक्ट्स. सब्जेक्ट्स मीन्स द पीपल ऑफ हिज किंगडम. Measures like this angered subjects. Hence, Aurangzeb faced many revolts such as those of Bandelas, Sikh, Jats and Satnamis. Okay, औरंगज़ेब को काफ़ी रिवॉल्ट, काफ़ी अटैक झेलने पड़े. कहाँ से उसको अटैक्स आ रहे थे? फ्रॉम बंदेलास, सिख्स, जट्स एंड सतनामीज. ही ऑल्सो एंगर्ड द राजपूत को भी बहुत गुस्सा दिलवाया. And lost their loyalty by interfering in their internal politics. Okay, राजपूत जो भरोसा करते थे मुगल्स पे, ओके, जो भरोसा करने लगे थे बिकॉज ऑफ अकबर एंड बिकॉज ऑफ जहांगीर, जो मुगल एम्पायर, मुगल्स पे जो भरोसा करते थे, वो भरोसा औरंगज़ेब ने तोड़ दिया. ओके, लॉयल्टी जो थी वो तोड़ दी. कैसे तोड़ी? बाय इंटरफियरिंग इन देयर इंटरनल पॉलिटिक्स. Aurangzeb's expansion in northeast resulted in a war with Ahoms of कमरूपा, आसाम. औरंगज़ेब का एक्सपांशन करने के लिए उन्होंने नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अहोम्स के साथ वॉर किया. Okay, from Ahoms of Assam. Okay, this caused the death of many Mughal soldiers. इसके वजह से काफ़ी मुगल सोल्जर्स की हत्या हो गई. ओके, डेथ हो गई. इन द ईस्ट मुगल्स ऑक्यूपाइड Chittagong. Chittagong is the southeastern part of Bangladesh. It is a city of Bangladesh. So Mughals occupied Chittagong by defeating the navy of Arakan kingdoms of Myanmar. Okay, he also won against the Arakan kingdom of Myanmar. This made Bay of Bengal more secure from Portuguese. Okay, this made Bay of Bengal more secure from Portuguese. Portuguese were another people from different country. Deccan, the Marathas under Shaji Bhosle's son Shivaji had formed their own state. Okay, we have learned that Shaji Bhosle entered Deccan kingdoms and trained Maratha soldiers to fight against Mughals. So that शाहजी भोसले जिन्होंने सोल्जर्स को रेडी किया था, तैयार किया था, ट्रेन किया था, उन्हीं के बेटे शिवाजी ने भी अपना एक स्टेट बना लिया था. ओके, सो डेक्कन जो थे, डेक्कन के जो रीजन्स थे, द रीजन्स ऑफ डेक्कन formed their independent region under Shivaji. Okay, Shivaji entered Aurangzeb's court but was humiliated there. शिवाजी है वो औरंगज़ेब के कोर्ट में जाते हैं बट वहाँ पर उनकी इंसल्ट करते हैं औरंगज़ेब. ओके, Shivaji visited Aurangzeb's court but was insulted and humiliated there. Enraged by this, because of this humiliation, okay, Shivaji was very angry. Enraged by this, he returned to Deccan, plundered Surat. Okay, then Shivaji plundered Surat, means looted, took the valuables from Surat, and in 1674 announced himself as Chhatrapati. Chhatrapati means emperor. Okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji. We call na. So Chhatrapati means emperor. He called himself, announced himself as emperor of the new Maratha state. Many wars were broke out between Mughals and the Marathas. Marathas in the Deccan until Shivaji died in 1680. काफ़ी वॉर्स हुए मराठा और औरंगज़ेब यानी कि मुगल्स के बीच में जब तक शिवाजी की मृत्यु ना हुई तब तक. सो शिवाजी डाइड इन 1680 और तब तक मुगल्स के साथ मराठास की फाइट होती रही. ड्यूरिंग औरंगजेब्स वॉर अगेंस्ट द राजपूत, ओके, his son Akbar joined forces with the Rajput. Now this Akbar is different than the Akbar we studied in the previous lecture. Okay, so this Akbar is the son of Aurangzeb. Okay, so during Aurangzeb's war against Rajput, his son Akbar joined the forces with Rajput. Unable to face Aurangzeb's एंगर, ठीक है, औरंगज़ेब के बेटे ने ऑपोजिट राइवल्स थे उनके साथ हाथ मिला लिया. जिसके बारे में पता चलते ही औरंगज़ेब बहुत गुस्सा हो गए. Okay, Aurangzeb was angry, and his son Akbar could not face his father. Unable to face the Aurangzeb's anger, अकबर फ्लैड यानी भाग गए. अकबर कहाँ चले गए? Fled to Deccan and entered into an alliance with Shivaji's son Shambhaji. ओके, शंभाजी के साथ, शिवाजी के बेटे शंभाजी के साथ अकबर यानी कि औरंगजेब के बेटे चले गए. औरंगजेब मार्च टू डेक्कन. औरंगजेब डेक्कन की तरफ जाते हैं इन 1681. ओके, विथ द पर्पस ऑफ वॉर. Till 1685 he tried to capture Akbar, who ultimately fled to Persia. Or Aurangzeb was so much angry, he wanted to punish his son Akbar. But till 1685 Aurangzeb tried to capture Akbar, but Akbar fled. अकबर वहाँ से भी चले गए कहाँ? पर्शिया. ओके, आउट ऑफ इंडिया, पर्शिया. Aurangzeb remained in the Deccan till 1707. During this period, he conquered Bijapur and Golconda. Okay, औरंगजेब डेक्कन में रहे 1707 तक. उसी टाइम पीरियड में औरंगजेब captured, conquered Bijapur and Golconda. He captured and executed Shambhaji in 1689. उन्होंने शंभाजी जो कि शिवाजी के सन थे. ओके, वो शंभाजी सन ऑफ छत्रपति शिवाजी. सो ही कैच्ड हिम एंड किल्ड हिम. ओके, उसको सजा दी, उसको मारवाया गया. ओके, इन 1689 he also took Shambhaji's infant शाहू. ठीक है, शंभाजी का जो छोटा बेटा था. ओके, इन्फेंट मीन्स चाइल्ड. ओके, सो शंभाजी's child Shahu was also taken away as a prisoner. Aurangzeb, however, could not completely crush the Marathas. शंभाजी को तो उन्होंने मार दिया, बट मराठास को वो कंप्लीटली क्रश नहीं कर पाए. यानी मराठास जो थे वो उनको वो कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाए. ड्यूरिंग औरंगजेब्स रूल, ट्रेड विथ यूरोपियंस फ्लरिश्ड. द इंग्लिश हैड देयर मेन ट्रेड सेंटर्स एट बॉम्बे, मद्रास, कलकत्ता, while the French had their main trade center at Pondicherry. Okay, as we know, Aurangzeb had given them permission to trade. Okay, English had their trade centers at Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata, the three main portal cities, while the French had their main trade center at Pondicherry. Aurangzeb's death in 1707 was followed by a war of succession. अभी औरंगजेब की डेथ पे भी उनके जो संतान थे, उनके जो सन थे, उन लोगों के बीच में भी वॉर ऑफ सक्सेशन हुआ. Okay, these were the important Mughal kings. We studied about the important Mughal kings. After Aurangzeb, the province started to broke down. Okay, the expansion of the territories stopped and territory started to broke down. After Aurangzeb also, the Mughals, the successor of Mughals, ruled round about 90 to 100 years. Now we'll see about the Mughal administration. Okay, let's discuss about the Mughals administration. The Mughal administration was based on Central Asian, Indian and Persian tradition. Administration सेंट्रल एशिया, इंडिया और पर्शिया तीनों का कंबाइन ट्रेडिशन यूज़ होता था. सेंट्रल एशियन बिकॉज the ancestors of Mughal, the ancestors of Babur were from Central Asia. Okay. Indian because currently they were ruling India. Okay, so India also influenced them, and Persia was also their origin. So the uh, the administration was based on three styles, based on the combination of three styles: Asian, Central Asian, Indian and Persian. Its details are mentioned in Anne Akbari, and these details are mentioned in Anne Akbari, a part of Akbar's biography, and Akbarnama written by the courtier Abul Fazl. ओके इन सब के बारे में, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की डिटेल के बारे में हमें अकबरनामा और अबुल फजल से इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है. नाउ सेंट्रल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. द किंग कंट्रोल्ड द एंटायर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. होल मैनेजमेंट एंड द कंट्रोल वॉज इन द हैंड्स ऑफ किंग. ही वॉज असिस्टेड बाय उनकी हेल्प कौन करते थे? मिनिस्टर्स. ओके, फॉर द हेल्प ऑफ किंग देर वर मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ काउंसिल. ओके, मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ काउंसिल यूज टू look on different departments, different matters. Among the ministers were Vakil, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, that is Vakil, used to look on overall factors and took decisions on behalf of king. The Diwan or Wazir was the Minister of Revenue and Expenditure. The work of Wazir must be to look after the taxes, the revenue received and the expenditure. The expenses done. The Mir Bakshi, the Minister of Military Administration. So the Mir Bakshi had to look on the defense force, the defense department. He had to look upon the army and the military administration. The Mir Saman was the Minister of Royal Treasury and Household. उसे रॉयल खजाना और रॉयल भंडार, जो स्टोरेज होता है, ग्रैनरीज होती हैं, उनके बारे में उन्हें ध्यान रखना है. एंड देर वॉज सदर वॉज द मिनिस्टर एनफोर्सिंग द सरिया. सरिया मीन्स उनकी कास्ट की स्टडीज़, उनकी कास्ट का जो होता है रिलीजन, वो. सो सदर को शरिया अपनी कौम की को आगे बढ़ाने का, उनको इस्लामिक लॉ के अकॉर्डिंग सब कर रहे हैं, चल रहे हैं कि नहीं, वो देखने का. ही हैड टू प्रीच हिज रिलीजन एंड मेक द पीपल फॉलो द रिलीजन. Provincial administration. The empire was divided into subas, that is provinces. एम्पायर इतना बड़ा था, उसको सूबास में डिवाइड किया था, छोटे पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया था. सूबास, और उस पार्ट को भी उससे भी छोटे पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया था. द एम्पायर वॉज डिवाइडेड इनटू सूबास, ईच गवर्न्ड बाय सूबेदार. जिसका ध्यान सूबेदार रखता था. द सूबार्स वर डिवाइडेड इनटू सरकार्स and sarkars into parganas, each made up of number of villages. ठीक है, सूबा was the division के division थे सरकार्स और परगाना. ठीक है, एक हिस्से को सूबा कहते थे और उसके भी पार्ट्स होते थे अंदर. उसमें सूबा में भी सरकार्स और परगानास होते थे, which each made up of number of villages. Now officials were posted in every administration division. सारे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिवीजन में ऑफिसर्स रखे हुए थे. दे वर पेड रेगुलर कैश सैलरी, उनको रेगुलरली कैश में सैलरी मिलती थी. एंड समटाइम्स दे रिसीव्ड जागीर्स कॉल्ड लैंड ग्रांट्स फॉर डिस्टिंग्विश्ड सर्विसेज. अभी कभी कभी उनको क्या मिलता था? जागीर. जागीर मीन्स लैंड ग्रांट्स. ओके, वी हैड सीन इन द प्रीवियस चैप्टर दैट king paid in the form of land granted, that is ikta. Okay, so here also the king sometimes used to pay jagir, that is land grant for some distinguished service. Local administration. Now, how was the local administration? The towns were administered by कोटवाल्स. ओके, टाउन जो होते थे, शहर, वो कोटवाल उसका ध्यान रखते थे. कोटवाल मेंटेन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर. ठीक है, कोटवाल यूज टू वर्क एंड यूज टू मेंटेन द लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, checked weights and measures and kept a record of the people living in the area. जो भी पीपल उस एरिया में रह रहे हैं उनके रिकॉर्ड्स, ओके, उनके रिकॉर्ड रखते थे कोटवाल्स. The police stations were called kotwalis, a name still used in northern India. Okay, kotwal. We still use this word kotwal to refer a policeman and kotwalis to refer a police station. So, the towns were looked after by kotwals and kotwals maintained the law and order. Kotwals checked upon the weight and measures and kept the record of the people living in the area. Sher Shah's village administration continued throughout the Mughal period. Village headmen called muqaddams collected land revenue. विलेज का जो हेडमैन था, जो सरदार था, वो टैक्स लेता था. ठीक है, लैंड के ऊपर टैक्स और लॉ और ऑर्डर मेंटेन करवा था. तो ये जो शूरशाह ने डिसाइड किया होता वो मुगल्स ने कंटिन्यू रखा. ओके, मुगल्स ऑल्सो कंटिन्यूड द सिस्टम ऑफ शेरशाह, वेयर विलेज हेडमैन कॉल्ड मुकद्दम्स collected the land revenue and maintained the law and order. Officials called पटवारीज maintained revenue records. पटवारी क्या करते थे? रिकॉर्ड्स मेंटेन करते थे. किसके बारे में रिकॉर्ड? सब वही वर्ड, सब हिसाब. ओके, हिसाब ऑफ द रेवेन्यू, टैक्सेस. नाउ आर्मी. The Mughal army had infantry, cavalry, 4 elephants and artillery. How was the army of Mughal Empire? The Mughals army had infantry. Infantry का मतलब है soldiers on foot. Okay. The soldiers on foot. So they had infantry, cavalry. Cavalry means the army, the soldiers that are on horses. Okay, जो घुड़सवार होते, घोड़े सवार वाले जो होते, वैसे भी सोल्जर्स थे. इन्फेंट्री, सोल्जर्स, कैवलरी. इन्फेंट्री मीन्स ऑन फुट, कैवलरी मीन्स ऑन हॉर्सेस. War elephants. Okay, they had war elephants also, huge giant elephants. And they had artillery. Artillery means the big guns and cannons. Okay, so Mughal army had infantry, cavalry, war elephants and artillery. Artillery यानी बड़ी बड़ी गन. ओके, बड़े बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट करने के लिए जो बड़े गन्स होते हैं एंड मशीन्स होती है. ओके, और कैनन्स होते हैं. तो वो सब मुग़ल आर्मी के पास होते थे. अकबर ऑल्सो हैड अ नेवी, अकबर के पास नेवी भी था, विच वॉज हाउएवर रादर वीक, नेवी जो था वो इतना पावरफुल नहीं था. The emperor maintained a group of trained and well equipped royal bodyguards and armed palace guards. उसके अलावा सिक्योरिटी के लिए द एम्परर हैड मेंटेन्ड द ग्रुप ऑफ ट्रेन्ड एंड वेल इक्विप्ड रॉयल बॉडीगार्ड्स. बॉडीगार्ड्स थे रॉयल बॉडीगार्ड्स, जो जिनके पास गन वगैरह होती थी, टूल्स वेपन्स होते थे, बहुत ट्रेंड थे वो लोग. और गार्ड्स जो होते हैं वो भी पैलेस में बहुत ही ट्रेंड थे. ओके, आर्म्ड एंड ट्रेंड, हैविंग आर्म्स वेपन्स एंड दे वर ऑल्सो trained. So this was the administrative system, okay, having central administration where the work was divided and the departments were shared. The overall power was on the hands of king. Provincial administration था जहाँ पर regions डिवाइड किए थे और वर्क डिवाइड किया था. लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन था जहाँ पर लॉ एंड ऑर्डर फॉलो करवाने के लिए कोटवाल्स थे. आर्मी में भी अलग अलग टाइप के सोल्जर्स थे, वेपन्स थे और वॉर एलिफेंट्स थे, कैनन्स थे. ओके, सो दे वर हैविंग a lot of well equipped and planned things. Okay, because of which the administration was running properly and functioning properly. Okay students, hope you enjoyed this session. We'll continue this chapter in next session. Till then, stay safe and take care of yourself.